there, Shannon here for This Is Fit Workouts Inside the Hoop. Today we are going to be talking about core hooping. Again, because we've spent a few sessions there off the body, which is a really fun place to play. But for moving forward, I think it's important to bring it back to the core hooping because this is really where the strength comes in, and the stronger your core hooping is, the easier it's going to be to start transitioning to different parts of the body. So I recommend when you're beginning to try, if you can, and get a good 10 minutes of core hooping in both directions each day, and that's just going to build your muscle memory. And what you're going to start being able to do then is move the hoop up and down on your body, which is what we're going to need when we get to doing chest, shoulder, and knee hooping, which you're all going to get to. So just a reminder again, we're grounded when we're core hooping, and we're throwing it. And we're back and forth. Or we're rocking it. So we're side to side, we're back and forth, we're walking, we're moving, we're dancing, we're spinning. All of these are great ways to fill up that 10 minutes of time in the hoop that I'm encouraging you to do each day. What I wanted to talk about today a little bit is starting to move that hoop. So when you're going here, right, you've got it consistently landing on one part of your body, consistently landing, consistently landing. What I'm going to challenge you to do now is see if you can't move it up a little bit. So I'm hitting my belly button right now each time, and I'm going to try and get it to just below my breast line. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to re-ground my feet, and I'm going to speed it up a bit. I'm going to speed it up so that it moves through the speed to a higher spot on my body. I'm actually also engaging these obliques quite a bit and giving them almost a tiny little twist. I don't know if you can see, my stomach is actually, those muscles are actually engaged, almost like I'm doing some crazy yoga breathing, and they're helping to lift that hoop up just a little bit. So when I'm wanting to go up on my body, I'm speeding up, super grounded, I'm speeding up, and I'm feeling it land here. So now I've got it here, and I'm getting a really great workout, but I want to slow it down. And as I slow it down, it naturally starts to drop back down to my belly button. And then I'm re-engaging the lower parts of my obliques. So, with that said, it should make sense that when I want to drop it down a little bit, I'm going to slow it down even more. And that is what I do when I'm wanting to move it. So what I'm going to challenge you to do now is to try and drop it down just a little bit so that the hoop is going to start moving around your hips. So again, ground it down, moving, and we're just going to slow it down almost as if it was about to fall, and then we're going to catch it right there at the hips. Now, I notice for myself when I'm wanting to engage the hips and the glutes for that space, as I'm falling, I'm slowing my hoop down, I'm engaging my lower abdominals, and I'm stepping my feet together. For me, having my feet together is really helping with that motion that now is coming right from the bottom, almost right in my pelvic area, and it's a pushing forward. So now my touch points, same motion, but my touch points are lower back and right there in the pelvis. And back and forth. And now when I want to bring it up, I'm going to speed it up, step those feet out again, and there I am, back to my belly button. This is tricky to do and it's tricky to describe, but I just encourage you to play with that increased motion, and just see how the hoop moves differently on your body. Feel the different parts of your core that are engaging when you want to get up there and you want to hold it. Pay attention to where it's touching, what muscles are actually using, and then when you slow it down, okay, now I'm re-engaging here. I'm going to slow it down even more. Yeah, it does. It makes sense. My feet are coming in, and now I'm moving it around, and up it goes. Legs apart, and I'm getting it up higher. Legs together, and I'm dropping it down. This actually, the lower through the hips, is one of my favorite places to hoop. There's something very fun about it. So once you have played with that and you're finding the spots where it feels fun, start adding a couple of steps, start adding some motion to that. So I've got it around my hips, feeling good, so I'm going to take a couple steps. I'm going to take a couple steps. Oh, now I'm spinning, and I'm using this lower part of my body to hoop with, and then I'm going to do one spin and speed it up, and now here I am. I've got it higher. So I've got this whole different core area to play with the hooping. So get out there, play with that, and let us know how it feels. And I'll see you next time inside the hoop.